what is there to correct, what is there not to correct. If physiologically some certain needs have changed within a person, he could be helped, but most of it is social. I don't think one thing is better than the other. You being ruled by your sexual identification, either hetero or homo, is about the same thing. You're ruled by a simple aspect within you, which was created for a certain purpose, has become the most dominant factor in you. That itself is a distortion of life. Human beings were given… See, all the other animals, it was fixed for them. Only at certain times they have that awareness, rest of the time they're not even aware of their sexuality. With human beings, nature trusted your intelligence and believed that your intelligence will function beyond your hormones. But I think 90% of the humanity has failed nature, disappointed the Creator, because they have not allowed their intelligence to function beyond their hormones. Their hormones are more dominant than their intelligence. So what kind of sexual identity you take, it doesn't matter. You're identified with a few body parts, that's bad enough. Which body part? Doesn't matter, it's bad enough. If you must identify with body parts, I would say the best body part to be identified with would be brains. Not something else.
Sadhguru, I just wanted to ask about alternative therapies and the effect…
I'm sorry?
About alternative therapies like acupuncture, shiatsu, Reiki, and I wanted to cover aura healing just in case I ever got interested in it. But how they affect you as a practitioner. Because what I read in Mystic Musings, that if you give Reiki to somebody, you're actually taking on their karmic patterns, which was a bit concerning.
Why is it such a concern?
I think I've got enough karma of my own. Don't really need anyone
You don't want
else's.
to take any of their stuff?
Not particularly, no.
Oh.
It's about handling my own stuff.
So, alternative therapies. I think we did not really talk about therapies like acupuncture or pressure or any of those things. We were talking about healing systems, energy healers. It's only in that context we said this, not in terms of acupressure or acupuncture or massage or anything of this. People who are trying to meddle with the energy, because you do not know all the nuts and bolts of how this system is made. Just meddling with one thing without knowing the other can cause various consequences. Not just about taking on karma, it can cause various consequences which are not necessary, which is very immature to do. But alternative systems of treatment, either in the form of Ayurveda or homeopathy or acupressure or whatever, they are alternative methods of treatment. They are different. Healing systems are different. We were saying that only with reference to healing systems, not of alternative systems of treatment.
Sorry, can I just ask then, in terms of Reiki, which is about working with people's energy, if you are a Reiki practitioner, how do you protect yourself then from taking on karmic?
By not doing it. Because these are all things that have come out of dropouts from Buddhist monasteries. You meddling with another person's life process without knowing The whole of it is irresponsible. It is like you saw, these days you can see videos of major surgeries happening. So you saw a video like this, you observed everything very carefully. So tomorrow somebody has a problem, you take a shaving razor and decide to do a surgery upon him. I'm telling you, some people may survive this. People have survived such things, isn't it? Many times in battle zones, in nature, when accidents happen, people have performed absolutely crude surgeries upon somebody and they have survived. But that doesn't mean that's the way to do surgery, isn't it? That's not the way to do surgery, isn't it so? It's just that some people might have survived such surgeries. In extraordinary conditions, it was done. So, any kind of meddling with other people's energies is very juvenile. It's coming out of a certain immaturity and a certain egoistic state of wanting to play God, which is not necessary. If it is coming out of compassion, what's your problem? Let everybody's karma come to you as long as he's relieved. What is your problem? That's not it. You want to play God with gloves on. It doesn't work like that. God didn't play the games with you, the conspiracy with you, with gloves on. He got himself into you to play this game. It's only the priest who told you that he's sitting up there and watching everything. But look at the way life is happening. The source of creation got itself trapped in you, isn't it? Yes? Isn't it so? Unless you have that kind of involvement, you don't meddle with such things.
Can you say something about the significance of participating in the Nadaradanas each day, either singing or playing the bowls, drumming, or either just simply being there and meditating?
One important reason why we started this process, which we call as Nadaradhana, is because the energy of Dhyanalinga can become like a solid wall. It can become so intense that for those who penetrate through it, it will be wonderful. Others will sit in the temple but will sit outside the energy. It can become like that because it is so intense, it's almost physical. I don't know, now that many of you are having a dip in the Tirthakund and then going into the temple, I'm sure some of you must have felt when you enter the temple, it's almost like a physical thing, it hits you. If you're sensitive to it, it's almost physical. Because the field of energy that gathers around the linga is so intense, it can be like a strong wall. If you penetrate that, it will be wonderful, otherwise it would be not available for a lot of people simply because of its intensity. If it was of a weaker intensity, then a lot more people could enter. So twice a day, we are sort of cracking this wall by using certain sounds, sometimes melodious sounds, sometimes bad sounds, discordant sometimes very melodious. We are Isha, we are like this. We have people who have no music background of any